Hello, welcome to your tarot card reading. Thank you for clicking on this video and welcome to Taroverse. I'm going to be looking at for you today, whatever comes out from the cards. Emphasis will be on love and relationships, so I'm actually going to start with just a few general messages from this deck. There will be an extended in the description box below. And I'll dive deeper into the concepts in that extended. But again, thank you for choosing Taroverse. And let's go ahead and begin. Also, shout out, somebody drew some really cute fan art in the members section, in the members post section, I don't know, the community section. So that was really cute. Aura pointed that out to me and I looked at it. So yeah, shout out to you. Anyways, let's get ready, you guys, for what's about to come out for you. So like I said, we're starting with some general and then working our way into your love reading, which will be with this deck over here. Deck list and other info is in the description box below. Your core energy right now, for those of you that will resonate with this timeless reading whenever it comes to you, is shown as the Ace of Cups. This is beautiful. I mean, it's hard not to look at the relationship aspect of this, whether you're in one or not in one. Your relationship with another person, friends, family, romance, is dependent on your relationship with yourself. And the level of acceptance that you have for yourself directly correlates to the level of openness, empathy, understanding, and time you have for other people. So for example, if relationships have been difficult, whether this is romantic or with friends and family, or perhaps even lonely, then that's kind of reflective of a tumultuous or difficult relationship with yourself, etc., etc. What I see here with the Ace of Cups is this kind of like beautiful opening in your heart area that is about you. It's about how you feel about yourself, how you see yourself, and just self-image, self-acceptance is coming to mind. But this is also going to, it's a part of it. It's going to open up doors with other people. This could lead you, if you're single and you're probably looking or wanting a relationship, then I feel that basically what's happening here is at the same time of you really starting to align with yourself and feel yourself, you're going to see people come into your life that would make really good partners for you. If you're with somebody, then this could be a time of great openness in the connection where you see it taken to the next level, or it could be, inadvertently, a time when, because you are choosing yourself and accepting yourself, you close off to the people that aren't really resonating with that type of energy. So what I'm seeing here with the Ace of Cups is, I think the word I would highlight and underline is self-acceptance, a really beautiful self-acceptance, an opening of your heart that's going to drastically change relationships that you might be in or have around you, and also bring in new ones, right? It's a shifting of all of these energies. It's a new beginning. And there's just this very fresh emotional openness that I'm getting from you. So top and bottom, we have Eight of Swords and then Justice. Top and bottom for me, when I do this kind of 4-card spread, is usually like your conscious and your subconscious, and these are actions that are happening around you on the left and right, for those that might want to do it, for yourselves at home. Top of your spread, on top of this Ace of Cups energy, is the Eight of Swords, which kind of feels like a meditative energy to me. It's, so I'm hearing like getting your shit together, mentally, like in your mind. I'm hearing that you're going to be clearing out. So there's actually a lot of in and outs for you right now. As your energy opens and raises, it seems like energetic cleaning. Sage, I hear sage, saging, but I think that's more of a metaphor, really. You're kind of neutralizing a lot of the stuff that needed to be taken care of. And I'm seeing this as like a last... It's a new beginning for you happening right now energetically, but you're cleaning out the last residue. of whatever was around you, right? And you're able to do that because you're kind of coming into your power and coming into your openness right now. This is a very important time to be spending some time with yourself, to meditate, to clear your mind, to clean your mind, because presence and time with yourself right now will automatically clean and brighten your energy. It's like putting a plant in the sun, right? Most plants need a certain amount of sunlight each day. And just by being in the sun, they thrive, they photosynthesize, they whatever plants do. For you, well, actually sunlight also helps for us humans, but it seems that being in a state of presence, of openness, of meditation would actually be just by default really good for your energy. And maybe you're saying, oh no, TAROVERSE, I don't really meditate, I don't need to meditate. Well, that's a mistake. I think you should, because it's really going to help you. If you don't know how to meditate, all you really need to do is find an anchor, your breath, the birds, fucking zone out and listen to them. When thoughts come in, let them come in. You don't want to block them out, but then just go back to the anchor and let the thoughts pass, let go, right? And you'll notice yourself breaking meditation when you want to hang on to the thoughts and think about them. And that's a pretty basic way to do it. There's tons of types of I get into meditative states where I actually just like to think in that meditative state, but develop your own methods, find stuff that works for you, but it's a really good time for you to get into this now. It's really going to help with your energy quite a bit. The bottom of the deck, we have justice. There's stuff going on around you. This could be in the physical world. It's karmic balancings. You may see karmic resolutions. So these are contracts. I'm seeing hands shaking. These are contracts that you may have been in that are coming to a close, or you might be some of you might actually be signing contracts, new contracts. So there's a lot of endings and beginnings for you. But I see here with justice that there are a lot of endings, but it's not showing up as death. It's showing up as justice, because these are about balance for you more than it is an ending. Whatever's happening to you right now is a balance. So if you went through, for example, a really difficult stage in your life, then that would be ending and preparing you for what's coming right now, which would be what that difficult stage has prepared you for, which is probably a really high vibrational energy that now you're finally able to handle. We got the Four of Swords and the King of Swords. You're surrounded by sword energy right now. So again, this is making me think that you really want to pay attention to your mental state. Meditation, again, really going to emphasize how much that might help you right now. But also, I'm seeing scrolling. So don't fill your mind with junk on the internet. Don't waste your mental energy. Think of it like physical energy, because it does affect you physically. Just be aware of your mental state. Be aware of mental energy. Be aware of clarity of thought. You may be showing up for people in a very different way than you would show up for yourself. And you need to just think about that concept. Your guides, whatever, want you to think about that concept and what that means for you. Should you be showing up for yourself the way that you show up for others? Or should you be showing up for others the way that you show up for yourself? It's going to be different for some of you guys. But there's almost this feeling of different versions of yourself. And it's about kind of like picking one now and showing the whole world, including yourself, that version. Some of you want rest, but it feels like you can't at this time. Some of you should be resting. I'm going to clarify the Four of Swords and what this message is really about here. I'm hearing like someone's sister, but I don't know what that means. Six of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. This is super specific, but somebody is going to be going on vacation or is being asked to go on vacation. And it feels like two women, like two sisters bonding on this vacation. I'm going to pull an oracle card for that. Just what's that all about? How'd that come out in reverse? That's... There's a feeling here that time was running out, or time is running out for something. And this may be for you to act on a very particular vision that you have. I don't know what this has to do with a vacation with somebody, and that may be a metaphor in itself. I'm just telling you what I'm getting. I'm really trying to just get a lot to channel for this reading. Anyways, you have a vision of something. Maybe it's a vision of a vacation, or maybe it's something that you want to do, like a goal, a hobby, but there's like a deadline for it. Take it seriously. Something really could pass you right now, and that would be it. So don't make an excuse. Don't hold back. It would be time to act on the things that are presented to you. And this may be coming in the form of a vacation with somebody. But act on your visions and bring your visions to life at this time. Some of you may actually need to wear a mask to make some of the things that you want come into fruition. It's almost like you have to change yourself for your identity. Instead of merging all these identities, maybe it's time to make a new one. So like, what new person would have to take your place to do something that you want to do? Maybe I'll use YouTube, for example, because I'm doing YouTube. Maybe you want to make a YouTube channel, but you don't have a lot of confidence in yourself, right? This is a lot of when people ask, what do you do? And they find out that I do YouTube, they say, oh, that's awesome. I really want to make a channel about this, but I don't know. It's always people, they don't know, right? If they want to do that. So what version of you would know? What version of you would want to do that? Be an actor. Play a role. Become that person. Transform. Wear a mask. Don't even think about it as you. Maybe, that person will be very successful. And then, of course, later on, you want to merge it all and you realize that it's been you the whole time. You just needed a little bit of confidence or a boost. What I'm saying here is that for these visions, for some of you to come to life, maybe you need to kind of change a little bit, right? Just temporarily. Because it's your perception, it's your vision of you that's holding you back, not actually you. So trick yourself. Think that you're somebody else, and then do what you want to do. Whatever it takes to start to manifest and to start to get to where you want to go. Because it really is you in the end. Like, it's always been you all along. You are capable of so much. You're capable of all the things that you really want, all the good things that are aligned with you in this world. You can get them. You can do them, right? But I see time and time again, people let things pass them. People don't believe in themselves. What do we have over here? King of Swords, all this sword energy. Let's give him an oracle as well. Now this could be an older, look, duality coming out, right? Really heavy energies of the self, of persona, personality, Persona 5, the RPG. They have masks in that game, right? First quarter. I don't know if that means anything to anybody. What points out to me is the half. Duality as well. Dualities, halves. King of Swords. Showing me your higher self. The King of Swords is your higher self, right? No matter who or what you are, you became, or whatever, you're always attached to the final, real version of you. And that's your higher self. Who knows best? We all have a connection to our higher self. We all have a connection to the universe, to the divine. And you may just be choosing, or you may just not know how to listen to it. But if you had that connection, if you could listen to this divine version of you always, you would never be led astray and realize that, that connection is there for you. It comes through meditation. It comes through quiet. You know, if you don't want to put a spiritual twist on this, it's simply those brilliant ideas that come to people when they least expect it. And that's because they're open to this energy coming in. Death, Six of Cups. This is a time of very deep transformation where basically I feel like the layers of you that are keeping you from your true self, keeping you from that communication to the universe, to your higher self, that are just the layers of you that have been not allowing you to thrive, not allowing you to see things clearly, aka see things in a way that benefit you. I feel like those are changing. Those are falling off and molding off like a snake sheds its skin. Again, in the Six of Cups, we see more of this duality coming in. So some of you, some of you, a relationship is really playing a part in this. This could be romantic. This could be about a sister for some of you. Could be a friendship, but it feels like very soul together-y. I don't know. But I think for the people that resonate with this reading, there's just a lot of new. There's a lot of new in relationships, new versions of you, relationships with yourself, you know, a relationship with you and your higher self. Let's get an alchemy card here. Actually, I want the other deck for sure for this one. Give us one card. There we go. All right, we got two actually. The Healer and the Desert. So the desert is giving thirsty. The desert is giving barren hellscape, sweaty, hot. There's the sun, there's clarity, there's the truth. But if I stare into it too long, my fucking eyes are gonna hurt and I'll go blind. Be careful. Some of you need to be careful with things like egomania, blind belief versus a deep knowing and a deep trusting. Overcompensation. These are kind of the dark sides of things popping up. You know, play around with the concept of the sun in the desert as a warning to some of you. Mirage, right? Some of you will simply just find paradise, the right moment, the right time. And you'll question if that's divine or not. Of course it is. I mean, of course it is. Coincidences? No, that's called the game of life. Showing you that there's something greater happening. So I see the hand, which is also synonymous with healing. It feels like help coming, you giving help, a back and forth type of connection here. I'm seeing a snake in the desert. Again, this is not the first time I mentioned a snake in this reading, so it's kind of like rebirth, going to a new destination, cleansing energy. Also a lot of mystery there. And the Healer has a three-headed snake. So some of you are on a healer's journey or on the healer's path. Some of you could benefit from the work of a healer. But I think this is more of you guys actually becoming the healers that you were destined or born to be. And I think justice, these karmic contracts, what's happening now is the beginning and the endings of a lot of these things that were set in place to set you up to become what you're becoming now, to be where you are now. And a lot of these, you know, are things happening on Earth, things happening in the physical realm, these changes happening. And I'm hearing that it's going to ramp up towards the second half of the month. Now, this is a timeless reading. You might be in the second half of the month, whatever month you're in. But it's like, if the first half of this month of when you're watching it would be like the shadow, the mystery, the quiet, the second half would be when the sun comes out and when things start to ramp up. Remember to see clearly. Have your sunglasses on when the sun comes out. Kill your darlings. I don't really understand that expression, but it kind of feels like there's maybe things that you don't want to part with that just kind of aren't good for you. You think you need these things. And I feel more often than not, these are mental concepts. These are not physical things. Like, it's not telling you to pour out a bottle of alcohol. I mean, for some of you, that actually might be the case, to be honest. But it feels like, to me, especially with all the swords around the deck, our mind finds comfort in things that are really not good for us. Certain thoughts. It's thoughts. Pay attention to thoughts and attachments of the mind that are not good for you. The reason that they persist is because there's very subconscious, probably, there's some level of you that finds it comforting and that feels that letting go, what would I be without it? But these could be like obsessions with people. That's what's really coming to mind really strongly. Or like ways that you see yourself that are very unhealthy or very rigid. And it's so ingrained in you that it should be this way. It feels like pain to give it up, but it actually frees you when you give it up. All right, so let's read What is Kill Your Darlings. There's bravery in breaking your own heart. And now's the time to be brave. Again, some of you need to be broken open. In order for your heart to grow, in order for your light to be shown, you need to break open. Anyways, there's bravery in breaking your own heart, and now's the time to be brave. In writing, darlings are the most loved and therefore most overused phrases by writers. In life, their habits, addictions, laurels, and comforts. To avoid becoming boring and predictable, kill a darling. Doing so will invariably lead to a fresher source of inspiration. For some reason, I don't know why, when I'm reading that, my shirt came to my attention. Hollow Weekends, Cedar Point. I don't think that's going to mean so much to anybody. But no, it's more like, I feel like October or something to do with Halloween or October and kill your darlings. Yeah. I think for some of you, there's a message there with all of this and something significant in the month of October. It could simply be that October is synonymous with the spirit world. And there's like a lesson in that, or you're obviously getting more in touch with that side of things. And death, right? Death is not a bad card in tarot. It's not even a scary card, right? Unless you're a big total wimp. But death just means changes. The inevitable change of things. And change is growth. Change is cyclical. And I see here from Justice that the changes are meant to be for you right now. And they're setting you up to be who you're meant to be and meant to be where you are right now, right? So looking back, you'll completely understand the situation, what's going on and why in retrospect. And you'll be very grateful that you were set up to be in this particular situation. Because again, going into that healer's type of energy, you will be able to nurture and bring abundance, not only into your own life, but inevitably into those around you. And I'm feeling right now that there is definitely somebody coming into your life. I don't feel this is romantic. It could be the romantic relationship that I was kind of picking up on. That's going to show you something about who you are and where you are right now in a very positive way. So this could be like a new business relationship. This could be a new friend. There could be a child, a niece, a nephew, and again, sisters coming to mind as well. So feel free to comment below how this resonates for you, but do designate that it was for the general reading. I'm going to jump into your love reading. Let's go. All right. Welcome to the love portion of your reading. Let's see what's going on in your love life. This is going to be looking at you and a specific person, right, who you're dealing with in love. Likely you want answers, or you're in confusion for some reason, or you're in some kind of situation with somebody. A reading for a good relationship is pretty useless, so just keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and see what's coming out here. Let's do overall general ideas. general energies, just a general overview of your love life or whatever situation you're bringing in, right? Nurture. It's going to take time to grow. It's going to take time and patience to grow something in your love life right now. Embrace. This reminds me of the Ace of Cups card that you got in your main reading, right? So this is about care, self-care still coming to mind, nurturing and bringing something to life, right? Something's growing right now. It's not here yet. As you start to embrace and accept yourself, though, you will see something manifested, something coming to you. So I'm hearing like the love of a lifetime could be coming your way. There's something that you want in your love life, and you just got to trust. Basically, what I see here is that if or when you really truly feel in alignment, you're going to see this relationship or this person, right? This kind of dream person, right? So, you know, the one. That's kind of, I feel like, when they pop in. So some of you, you know, check in with yourself, like, where are you, you know, on your timeline? Yeah, some people, you know, people will come in and you'll heal with them, right? And that'll be beautiful. You'll grow and nurture together. But the vibe that I'm kind of getting here is that you may need a little bit more time with yourself to grow something, and patience is needed for whatever you want that's coming. And that's just kind of what I'm feeling here. Freedom, right? Wanted to come out, and there was another card as well, create. So some of you may have had challenges with the concept of freedom. So you may have chased people that were unavailable, or like stayed in situations that were bad. I'm seeing like a cage, actually, like the caged bird. So in some way, some shape or form, in relationships in the past, your actions, your mental processes, going back to those swords, whatever, created cages around you and got you feeling very stuck. And what you're learning right now is how to never create those mental cages for yourself again, especially in love. Some of these are done through boundaries. Some of these are done through shifting your energy so you don't attract types of people into your life, but also who you're attracted to as well, what you allow, what you don't allow. You have sovereignty, you know what I mean? Nobody has control over you. You have control over, you know, who you want to be with and what situations you choose to be in, chase, whatever. All right, inner child work coming out, simplicity, inner child, shedding, and play coming up here at the top right there. Your inner child wants to play, which means that there's a part of you in your subconscious that wants to be more in touch with the explorative, creative side of you, that wants to express in a more raw way, that doesn't want to have all of the constrictions that the adult mind might place on it because of conditioning, right? There's a part of you that wants to be very expressive, and this is you at your most simple form. Like, what do you want in the present moment? What would be most fun? What do you want to do? What's the most raw baseline emotion behind the complicated way that you're making yourself think it is that you feel? So getting in touch with that inner child will allow you to see things in a more simple way, thus know yourself better, and that will help you have healthier relationships, right? Because you'll understand others and yourself more. especially through the lens of your inner child, like who you're safe with, who you're not, like who you actually like, or who you're, chasing because of attachment issues and stuff like that. What's a genuine, loving, equal connection, or what's just something that mirrors something unhealthy that you've learned from the past would be love, but it's actually not. Integration, courage, your best, and faith. You're integrating new things right now, so there's a lot that you've learned on your journey that you're now really putting into your soul. And you're really being asked to, again, trust and have faith in whatever this process is in love, but have the courage to be you and have the courage to be you. Have the courage to love yourself. And trust that the right person comes. So I think for a lot of you, there's no one there. I think for a lot of you, you're probably single right now. Limits, higher power, co-creation. All of these, I'm seeing the duplicities, right, that we were talking about from the main reading. And then coming with this higher power, co-creation, we have ritual and on your knees. So again, some kind of ritualistic thing that you do that connects you with your higher power, that allows you to create your reality. Starting with meditation for a lot of you, but there could be other practices or things. Might have to do with doing something on your knees, like a prayer, something like that. But I see this needs to almost be like a routine. Like you need some kind of rigid routine where you're actually kind of doing something almost daily or over and over that's going to help you just kind of clear your mind or be in touch and create this new reality. Let's check out the tarot. Regardless of if you're single or not, I'm going to draw in the energy of you here and the energy of your person there. So, my Taroversian. A couple of you recently got broken up with and you've been home for the past couple of days. Be easy on yourself. You might want to start getting out though. Just getting out of the house, sunlight, walks. Your energy in love at this time and your person's energy in love at this time. So they're not being honest with themselves at all about something. So I see your person's kind of shoving something down. So something must have happened between you guys. Where I feel like they're kind of repressing, not acknowledging, and kind of silently taking distance or walking away, but they're not being honest. Because I think to admit to themselves how they really feel, it would be too much. This person doesn't like to feel emotions, so they're putting up their distance right now. I do feel like something big must have happened between you guys, but it's being downplayed by them. Or it could simply be that you opened up to them. I see you opening up to this person, showing them something that was very earnest or very honest. And I feel that their true feelings, their reaction to it was very emotional. I don't know if that's good or bad, if they wanted to be very happy or they wanted to cry. To see an emotional reaction that they're repressing and putting up distance. And they're just kind of not really showing you how they feel. They look pretty cool, calm, and collected, and they're just kind of pushing back. This person needs time. I don't see anything happening here, like right now. So hopefully that's confirmation, that card. What else do we get here? Oh, okay, yeah. And this one wants to come out as well. Could be dealing with a water sign, or there could be water involved in this situation. There's a psychic energy here as well with this person. This person could be psychic. They could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Your energy, the heart. So I feel like you're being very open here and you're not super afraid of rejection at this time. And I think you're you shouldn't be afraid of rejection. You should be acting from your heart, but it does seem like this person's rejecting you, which is really testing that fear of rejection. Going back to them, so we are getting a lot of synchronicities here. We got death and death, right, again. So there's definitely a huge change. I think death even came out in your normal reading. So it's that Scorpio energy all around you in this reading. Things are changing. Things are shifting. There's a lot going on energetically and beneath the surface. There's a new world about to emerge in this connection with this person and in your life as well. But again, I see this person needing time to process something that they're not ready to process right now, so they're walking away from that. The time card. Vision, divining, and water. Water plays a big role in this connection. I don't know if you guys live by water, travel by boat, or if it's just about a water sign. Those of you that can see things, like when you meditate or in dreams, you're very likely to be having a vision of this person, or they're having a vision of you. And in some way, water is involved, but it's not clear to me what that is. The blank card coming out showing me that there's still mystery in this connection. Things are unresolved. And what's your highest advice? 5 of Cups. So someone's very sad. I think both of you are upset. You're more open about it. They're not. There's a loneliness here between you guys. What else is going on here? The Tethered One, the Knight of Pentacles, and the 5 of Wands. So yeah, there's still that connection between you and this person, I feel like, with the Tethered One. But the Knight of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands shows me that there's something that holds somebody, likely them, back, something a little bit toxic here that keeps this person from coming through in like a stable way. And until they can change or fix that, you need to let go, because I feel like otherwise you're going to stay here in limbo land with somebody who's not really moving forward. They're just kind of stuck in hiding. Although I do see change with this person, or at least wanting that change. Let's get one of these guys. Okay. Womb, noise, practice, support, and love. Something's being created here in your love life, likely with this person. But there's a lot of stuff going on around it, right? That's making it go slow, that's making it hard to read, that's just making it difficult. Again, I'm seeing here patience, nurturing, so we got practice and support. Being there for yourself and really just kind of letting go is what's leading here to love. So you can't really fix what's going on with this person. I feel like they need to sort out their own issues. And let's ask real quick, like, should you let go? Should you stay? Like, well, what should you do here? I'm feeling like you should let go. Self-awareness, pointing to the self. Four of Cups, pointing to, denial here. Denying, staying in this connection and growth. So I'm feeling like, more time to yourself is needed here in this connection. Cannot proceed at this time. I'll be looking at future outcomes and clarifying a little bit more of their energy in the extended. Get that bad boy in the description box below. Again, decks used in this reading, description box below. And we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much for coming, Taroversian.